Thank you very much. The topic of career readiness is under my research, and also as educator, I think that the school has to play a crucial role for prepare students for a smooth and safe transmission from educational to working life. As all we know, the social, economic, and environmental challenges of modern social reality create ever greater demands for a workforce that should have the appropriate readiness to respond to the required skills of workplaces. So this question becomes even more complex in today's age of knowledge and technology revolution, where employers cannot fill vacancies due to skill shortages. Under these challenges, my doctoral research based on connecting educational with workplaces. We study work-based models as effective learning strategies for connecting education with workplaces in terms of development, knowledge, skills, and attitudes for smooth and safe transmission from education to working lives. In our research, education and workplaces are the basic components and structural ecosystem of interaction in the complexity of modern world. The education is considered as living organization, but as we know, no organism can survive in isolation. But on contrary, school education can be considered as an ecosystem, which is constant interaction with the organization between to school education, but also to the organization of their environment, such as workplaces. This is not only true for school, but also to workplaces. And the key concept that is common to education and workplaces is the knowledge of economy, that two ecosystems can engage all the innovation parts for under the framework of learning city for maximize their benefits for a medicine innovation by effective collaboration between members. Based on databases such as CDFOP, Eurofound, OECD, for employment rates and STEM skills demands, provide the evidence that there is need of development, the ability of young people to acquire knowledge, skills, and competence that will lead to better employment prospects to be able to respond to labor market. There is a significant correlation between employment rate and skills activation, rather than between employment rate and skills development. European Union face an increasing rate of employment in terms of the global financial and economic crisis. However, the labor market shows that there are difficulties to find employees with the right job skill requirement, and especially in the field of STEM. As a result of the rapid rate of increasing new technologies, the development of skills is one of the priorities of European Commission strategies for educational system, and the young unemployment is an inhibitor for the sustainable recovery and growth. Education is of the strategic importance for personal, social, and professional development, as well as for the lifelong mobility for young. It's closely linked on the new skills agenda of Europe, with expected medium-term effect of providing employment opportunities all young people. The research of the relation between indicators of skills in combination with young employments focus on highlight the role of education. Educational is a central component in the knowledge economy, and in all reports on the educational terms of the reforms that need to be integrated, The dominant element is the provision of effective development of lifelong learning skills through innovative arrangements such as internships, curriculum, first in school, and then through community partnership. Technology dramatically affects the types and level of skills required for the future. For example, creativity, to find new ideas and solutions, and the willingness to challenge ideas. The teaching and learning also focus on the development of the ability to process, analyze information, and solve problems, such as analytical and critical thinking skills. There are broader skills which, while related to the disciplinary knowledge, contain in the personal functions such as tolerance, and respect for others, as well skills for regulation and better understanding for learning process. Problem solving and communicative skills are part of so-called transversal skill that refer to ability to transferring the knowledge from one context, school, to another context, workplaces. A review to policy makers' reports highlight the importance of development transversal skills for determination, the competence, and innovation in social communities. Transversal skills are required by each occupation individually and are considered necessary for the establishment of the integrated professional, social, and individual profile. Today's workplaces require people who can solve problems in collaboration with others, to solve problems, to communicate ideas, and inform effectively, show leadership and consequences. Under all these challenges, there is each question from my PhD that part of them replied in this case study that I present today is how secondary education prepare graduates for work, and what skills are knowledge are necessary to be successful in the labor market. How can work affect in the general secondary education? I am not in a vocational school. And how can labor market needs determine the content and methods of education? What are the obstacles and challenges that face in the transmission from education to work, and what practices exist to deal with them? How we, educators, teachers, can integrate methodologies for development students' professional readings? What are the standards and good practices that can improve the link between educational work? And finally, the result is what the advantages of an integration of education and work. The base concept of the out of school program that I am manager the last 2 years is a work-based learning experience that provide all students with the opportunity to develop and apply ability, knowledge, skill, and attitudes to better inform career choices and productivity employment. Academic studies with career development and apply field experience opportunity that may internal or external to school. Work-based learning that allows students to learn about careers, reflect on interests, set career goals, and develop the skills and understanding needed for a productive future. Characteristics such as communication skills, honesty, teamwork, quality orientation, and customer orientation. The expected outcomes that we will try to achieve the last 2 years is to strengthen decision-making and career management skill, development, self-learning and innovation skill, information and technology literacy, personal and social skill. The participants are aged 16, 17 years old, and the number of the previous school year was 17, and this school year is 14. The framework that we are work is that at the first stage, we received for the interest and the preference of students, but also we request for agreement of their partner. They follow a job shadowing for 4 hours that employers fear document of the evaluation student participation in the working place. But the most important that has a significant impact, as we see later, is that they return their experience and their knowledge of workplaces into classroom, and they prepare research project and paper with the main key parameter is the investigation for integration of services from the environment. Students become parts of the professional function as they have the opportunity to acquire comprehensive knowledge of what an employee does in corresponding operating department, what are its tasks for the provision of services or production of knowledge. The research framework is a combination of qualitative and quantitative analysis. The data analysis based on grounded theory that we create concepts and themes for the results that confirm and refresh the theoretical framework of the research. Data collection based on students' observation from job shadowing, the evaluation of the employer professional with comments and observation, the interdisciplinary action that they developed in collaboration with expert local agencies so that corresponding feedback comments are received through the design thinking models. And finally, we study the e-portfolio of students that include reflection and scenes, concept maps, oral presentation, poster design, and video creation. The data collection of qualitative evaluation based on self and peer evaluation questionnaires with the core skill for work development framework that is a common languages between educational community and workplaces. And the quality assessment based on each portfolio, and also we take interviews and open-ended questions. The results, the qualitative results provide a significant difference means between managed career and work life, work with roles, rights, or protocols, recognize and utilize diverse perspective, make decision, identify and solve problem. And this school year, we have a significant difference between content and work with others. And one more variable. Here is the result from grounded theory based on 3 parts of actions that provided by interviews. And we can identify that students develop amiability skills, literacy skills, career development and readings, and strategies for development career readings. Here is some codes: preparing a future career path, familiarity with professional workplace skills, career orientation, and etc. And here is the network that provided by Atlas Qualitative Analysis for exploration workplaces, the performing tasks that they apply in collaboration with their students, with their classmates, career development, development skills, this is a final network of qualitative analysis. And as conclusion, I would like to share with you that job shadowing of the employees performing their tasks, it's within personal interaction, provide a deeper knowledge of the skills they must have in general of all elements required for effective execution of their task where the employee may never think to report. Such external intervention provides students with authentic knowledge of the scope of the modern working role and allow them to explore and confirm their interest, develop social contacts and self-efficiency so that they can make a difference in the labor market in their future life. And when school instill a culture of continuous cultural career exploration at secondary level, This helps mature career thinking and giving them a significant time to make informed decision of how to invest their valuable time in their education. Here we have some papers that we have placed under Connecting and Education Workplaces Research. Here is the paper that students published in Open School Journal for Open Science under peer review. And here is the newsletter of some actions that provide evidence of what students do in collaboration with experts and professionals of workplaces. Thank you very much for your attention.